Hello everyone, welcome to today's session. Today we will try to understand simple programs and Python concepts, which is related with functions and basic operations of Python. I, Chaitra Nayak, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science Engineering, Nitya Meenakshi Institute of Technology, Bangalore. Today we will try to learn basic Python programming logic, implement conditional statements and loops, working with numbers and strings, solve the real-world problems using Python code, develop simple and interactive programs. The first program what we are trying to understand is Palindrome number program. What is a palindrome number? Yes, as you're guessing it right, the palindrome number means the number if you are reading from front to back and back to front, that is from the left hand to the right hand side and from the right hand side to the left hand side, it tells you the same. For example, the number 1, 2, 1. So you read it from right to left or you read it from left to right, it is the same number. Now, as you can see in the code, num is a variable, int is the data type, and input is the statement where it is asking the user to give a number. Here, when I give 121 as the number is going to fetch and get stored inside this particular variable num. Now, whatever number we are going to take, I am going to assign this number to the temp variable. So, a temp variable is also the num 1, 2, 1. Now, I have one more variable which is initialized, which is called the reverse variable, which is 0. Now, as per the code, you can see that the number 1 to 1 and finally we have to prove that you read it from the right to left or left to right, it is the same number. So, I will be using a loop where while loop is used in which the condition is given is that the number has to be greater than 0, which is true in our example now because 1 to 1 is greater than 0. Once the condition is true, I move to the next statement which is there in the loop, that is digit is equal to num mod of 10. So I have a digit variable here. Now for this digit variable, I need to find out what is the result. How do I find out the result? Num variable modulus of 10, that is 1 to 1. I have to divide by 10. So 10 ones are 10. 2, 1, 10 twos are 20. I have the remainder as 1. So I have to consider the remainder because I am giving you the modulus symbol as per the statement. So this one digit is going to sit in the digit variable. Now, reverse, as you know that I have initialized it to 0. Here, I am going to have one formula which is reverse into 10 plus digit. So, what is my reverse? 0. So, 0 into 10 plus what is my digit? It is 1. So, as per the board mass rule, 0 into 10 is 0 plus 1, that is 1. So, now the reverse variable is moved to 1. Now, num is equal to num floor division of 10. What do you mean by floor division? So, floor division means that I have to carry only the quotient. Now, this division has already been completed over here. You can see the quotient is 12. So, the num now is 12. Okay? Num variable is going to become 12. Now, again, we will move to the loop Again, I'm going to go for the second iteration. Second iteration, num is 12 is greater than 0 and the iteration continues. Finally, when you complete the iterations in the same manner, the temp variable, what is my temp variable? 1 to 1. Now this 1 to 1 has to be equivalent with reverse variable. So temp variable 1 to 1 have to be equivalent with the reverse variable, that is 1 to 1. If this at the final iteration, if we are going to get, then you have to print it's a palindrome number. If the numbers are not matching, then you will print it as a not a palindrome number. To make you understand, a palindrome number reads the same forward and backward. We reverse the number using a loop. Which loop have we used? We have used while loop. And finally, we have to compare the original number with the reverse number. This proves the palindrome of a number. Let's try to understand the next program, which is the prime number. What is a prime number? Prime number is a number which will be divided by 1 or by itself. So this is the program you have in an interval. So we need to have the starting number and the ending number. So in that particular interval, for example, from 2 to 20, if I'm going to find, so what are the prime numbers lying in between? These numbers will be given in your output. So as you know now, for the starting number, you need a starting range. For the ending number, you need a end range. So as per that, I'm using a start variable, I'm using an end variable, and I'm trying to take a digit from the user using the input statement. Now, once the input is being decided and the starting and ending number we have got, I'm going to use a for loop. So what is this for loop doing? For loop is going to check from 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. For example, if this is my start number and if this is my end number, for loop is going to have checked with each of the number if it is a prime number or not. Okay. Now, as you can see, if num is greater than 1, if 3, for example, is greater than 1, it is true. When it is true, I am moving to the next for loop. So, for I in range of 2 to num. So, 2 is your starting number and num. What is my num now? Num is 3. Okay, so 2 and 3 is got compared. If num, so what is num? Num is 3. 3 modulus of I. So where is I now? I is in your starting digit. So 3 mod of 2. If it is equal to 0. So when the mod is there, we have to check for the remainder value. So I will check for the remainder value. If it is equal to 0, break. That is terminate over here. If not, I have to print the num value. So what is my num value? Num value is 3. So 3 is a prime number. So any number, if it is getting divided by 0 and if the remainder is equal to 0, if the number is divided by 2 and if the remainder is equal to 0, that means it's an even number. It is divisible by 2. That is why we are going to have the other condition that the remainder should not be equal to 0. Okay, only then that particular number will get printed. Now, let's try to understand. Loop through each number in the interval. So, every number which is there in the interval, is going to get checked in the same manner. Check if divisible by any number or than 1 and itself. So a prime number quality is only to check if that number is divisible by 1 or by the same number. If not divisible, it is a prime number. Let's go to the next program, which is a Pangram program. So, what is a Pangram program? What is a Pangram? That means any statement you give, any sentence you give, or any paragraph you give, all the letters from A to Z, if it is present in that particular sentence, if it is present in that sentence given, then it is called as a Pangram sentence. Okay. Now, firstly, we have to take the sentence from the user. So, a sentence is being taken, input, enter a sentence. Dot lower. So, what is this doing? It is going to convert all the letters into lowercase. It will convert into lowercase. So, this is called as a built-in function. So it's already been there. A module is already been set. So using this module, I'm going to check the sentence and I'm going to convert the sentence into lowercase. Now, what is the alphabets I have to check? Alphabet is A to Z. As you can see, I have mentioned all the alphabets over here. Now, for letter in alphabet, that is, if any of the sentence I'm giving, hello, I am Ram. If this is my sentence, each letter what has been there, so that each letter is going to get checked. So if letter not in sentence, for letter in sentence, if you remember, in and not in, I have told this as your membership operator. Okay, so using this membership operator, I'm going to check that if the letter is in alphabet. So, for this particular letter in alphabet, if it is present in the sentence. So, whatever is the sentence now, if that letter is present in the sentence, print. If it is not present in the sentence, print not a pangram. If it is present in the sentence, then we have to print it as a pangram. So in Python, it is so easy using a membership operator, that is in and not in. You're just checking. So for each of the letter what you have given as a user, you have to check if all these sentence, that is A, B, C, D, E, F, I, G, H, so till Z, if this letter is present in the sentence which you have given. So if you can check this and correct it, then it is a pangram sentence. Even if one letter is missed out, it is called as not a pangram. So the program contains all 26 alphabets. Firstly, it will get converted to the lowercase. Check if it is present in each of the alphabet. Let's try to understand the next program, which is program to find sum of digits. Very easy program. Here you can see as we take the number from the user, num is being found out. So if I give the number 1, 2, 3, 4, it is going to add 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 and it's going to give you the final result. For this, I will take a sum which is 0, initialized to 0. So the number which I'm taking from the user, it has to be greater than 0 and then you will have a digit as your variable. For this digit variable, a formula is given. So what is your num? Num is 1, 2, 3, 4. I have to divide this by 10. Okay, so 10 ones are 10, 2 is there, 3 is there, 10 twos are 20, 3 is there, 4 is there, 10 threes are 30. I have 4 as my reminder. So digit is 4. Okay, so now next you can see sum plus equal to digit. That means sum equal to sum plus digit. So what is my sum? Sum is 0. 0 plus digit is 4. So the answer is 4. Now, okay. Then num is equal to num floor division of 10. So what is your division? 1, 2, 3 is your quotient. So now in the second iteration, the num has become 1, 2, 3. Again, you will move into the loop, that is 1, 2, 3. So till the while loop is false, we have to keep running the loop. So 1, 2, 3 is compared with 0, it is greater. I will enter into the loop now. Now the digit is equal to 4. Okay. Now, how should I calculate the digit? 1, 2, 3 has to be divided with 10. 10 ones are 10. I have 2. 3 is there. 10 twos are 20. I get 3 as my reminder. So, digit from 4, it's become 3. And the loop continues. Sum is equal to, what is your sum now? Sum is 4. 4 plus digit is 3. 4 plus 3 is 7. Okay. Now, the quotient is what? Quotient is 12. Now, the new iteration, num is equal to 12. And you will continue with your iteration till you get num as 0. Or you can also tell while the num is negative and while statement is in the false loop. So till there, if you can do it, you will have the sum calculated again and again. So finally, you will have the sum as 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. That is 7, 8, 9, 10. So the final answer, sum is equal to 10. You would have got. So extract digits using the modulus symbol. Add digits one by one. Continue until number becomes 0. This is a very interesting program where we are performing rock, paper, scissors game. If you can check here, import random. So I am importing a function random. So here in the list you can see I have given the choices rock, paper and scissor. User input enter rock, paper, scissor. I am asking the user to give the input and I am changing that particular input into the lowercase for my easy understanding and interpreter to do the easy work. Now, computer is going to choose a random choice. How does it do it? So, import random function. So, a random module is got imported. So, using this module, it is going to choose a random function. So, what are the different choices I have? You can see here, choice variable is there. And in the choice variable, I have given 3 choices, that is rock, paper and scissor. So, among these 3 choices, the computer will choose a random choice. Print computer's choice. Computer. So whatever random choice is taken, that is going to get stored in the computer variable. So that computer variable choice is also printed. So in the output starting, it will ask you what is your user's choice. You will tell rock. What is computer's choice? Using the random choice, the computer choice can be the paper. Okay. So then if user equal to computer, if user and computer both have the same choice, that is rock and rock, then it has to get printed as tie. If user is doing a rock and computer is choosing a scissor, or I am using an operator or logical operator, user, paper, computer, rock. User, scissor, computer, paper. So now what have we chosen? We have chosen user as rock with the computer as paper. So user, rock and computer, paper. If it is chosen, then only if these choices are there, print you win. So it will print as you win. Now we have a different choice. That is, I have chosen rock and the computer has chosen paper. Rock and paper is not amongst the choices which are available. So you are not winning, the computer wins the game. So finally it prints as computer wins as per your statement, your output statement. A simple game which is very interesting to do in the Python coding. So you can see here, user input versus the computer choice is taken. Condition to determine who is the winner is taken using the if statements and demonstrating the decision-making logic we learned using this program. So in today's session, we try to understand and learn basic Python programming concept and syntax. We learned how to solve the real-world problems using Python coding. We practiced loops, conditions, and string handling. We implemented mathematical logic programs. We built interactive a mini game which strengthened the problem solving and coding skills. See you all in my next session with more programs and interesting explanation. Thank you.